Hi, my name's Trey Ratliff, and my project is on the NFL Scouting Combine. Classification. The NFL Combine is a physical, living, man-made system. System boundary diagram. My system boundary diagram begins with inputs of players, agents, NFL personnel like scouts and front office and coaches, and ends with outputs of player evaluations and draft reports. Within the system are subsystems of on-field player evaluation, off-field player evaluation, data analysis, and media coverage. Within each of these subsystems are different elements. Like an on-field player evaluation, there's the 40-yard dash, vertical leap, and position drills. And within the system boundary is internal feedback, like instant test results and coach and scout critiques to players. Outside of the system boundary is external feedback, like fan feedback, drill updates and changes, and fan attendance. Systemogram. My systemogram begins in the top left corner with the NFL Scouting Combine, which is our system of interest. Also contains 3 containment nodes of stakeholders, off-field evaluation tests, and on-field evaluation tests. It shows the relationship between these 3 containment nodes as well as other nodes like media, fans, and player performance. In the bottom right corner is the yield, which is player draft status, which is the ultimate goal of the NFL Combine. Structure. The NFL Combine is an open system. Visibility. For an NFL scout, coach, or front office personnel, the NFL Combine is a white box system, meaning they understand everything going on within the system, including the internal components. For an NFL prospect, it would be a gray box system, meaning they obviously understand what tests they will be using at the Combine, but they are not sure exactly what each scout and coach is looking for. For an average NFL fan, it's a black box system. All they know is that players go to the Combine, and what comes out is new draft prospects. Spatial arrangement. The spatial arrangement of the NFL Scouting Combine consists of a meta system of the NFL, a system of the NFL Scouting Combine itself, and a lateral system of college pro days. The subsystems of the Scouting Combine would be things like off-field evaluation, on-field evaluation. And elements within a subsystem of off-field evaluation would be player interviews, the Wonder League tests, and player physicals. Evolution. Prior to 1982, the NFL scouting process consisted of individual workouts at respective NFL facilities or colleges. In 1982, 3 different combines were formed by different scouting agencies before consolidating to the first NFL scouting combine in 1985. In 1987, the combine was first held in Indianapolis, where it has been held until today. Today, the top 350 NFL prospects annually gather in hopes of raising their draft status in the ultimate 4-day job interview. Innovations. As the system has evolved, and new innovations have came along to make the combine better. There has been new technology to make the drills better, like 40-yard dash laser technology and new ways to measure the vertical jump. Outside of the events, there has also been increased media coverage of the combine and new and improved scouting technology that allows for NFL scouts and coaches to get instant testing results from each player. Innovations like 40-yard dash laser technology have came about to more accurately measure player performance. System lifecycle. Step 1. Establish system need. During the first step, NFL personnel recognize the need to consolidate the player scouting process instead of using individual workouts, which leads to step 2 and 3, which are develop system concept and design and develop the system. In the early 1980s, NFL owners first began to develop the idea of a combine, which led to 3 separate combines in 1982 before consolidating to form the first NFL combine in 1985. Produce the system. The NFL Combine was originally produced by NFL personnel in the NFL Scouting Agency, who still operates the system today. Would then deploy the system. The NFL Combine now occurs every February and has representatives from every NFL team and gives out invitations to about 350 players. Operate the system. This is the step of the system lifecycle that the NFL Combine is currently in. Although the system takes place every February, there is now year-round scouting involved in what players will receive invites, the best way to improve drills, and other system innovations. Retire the system. There are no signs of this system being retired totally, but over the years they have retired certain drills and other elements within the system. Stakeholders and risk. From steps 1 to 5, which are the first steps before step 6 of operate the system, the main stakeholders were NFL personnel attempting to develop the first NFL Combine. The main risk during those early stages was systematic because they were unsure if this concept would even be successful or how long it would last. In operating the system, the main stakeholders are the NFL personnel and the players. During this stage, the main types of risk are technical, which would be the failure of one of the elements of the system, resulting in something like a player injury. Also, a risk during this stage is cost, ensuring that the combine is ran at budget or under. The NFL Combine takes a lot of criticism. Many around the NFL claim the Combine results have little to no impact on what players will actually succeed in the NFL. However, as a system, the Combine is largely successful. It meets its main objective of providing insight on NFL prospects prior to the NFL Draft. This can be seen each year with players like Chris Johnson, who have outstanding performances which can lead to jumping up 3 or 4 rounds in the NFL Draft. For a player, this can mean a difference of millions of dollars, which is equally as important for the NFL team who decides to invest in that player. Also, the NFL Combine has been seen as such an efficient operation that the NBA, NHL, and other professional sports leagues have modeled their own respective combines after it.